As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we have such an exciting show, as we're making what I consider to be one of the best tasting fish recipes we've ever done here on Spain on a Fork. We're talking Mediterranean whitefish shakshuka. Now the beauty of this recipe, besides the fact that it's easy to make and made with simple ingredients, such as canned tomatoes and frozen fish, is that it comes together in about 30 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours and hours. Folks, this is the perfect dish for any meal, from a busy weeknight to a relaxed weekend lunch. Either way, make sure to enjoy an extra crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine for the ultimate dining experience. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. As always, important to use the good stuff here, as it is the base fat of the dish and what truly makes a difference. You're going to get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to finely chop 1 medium-sized onion, roughly chop 4 large cloves of garlic, and finely chop 1 red and 1 green bell pepper. Then we'll add the chopped vegetables into the hot fry pan, and we'll mix them around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously, that way everything evenly sautés. After about 5 minutes, and the vegetables are lightly sautéed, and the onions are nice and translucent, I'm going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is about 4 grams, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 2 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. And like I've told you in the past, when you're working with paprika in a hot pan, you want to mix it in there quickly, otherwise it can easily get a bitter flavor. Then we'll add in 2 cans of diced tomatoes, each one being 15 ounces, which is 425 grams each. Along with 1/3 cup of pitted and sliced Kalamata olives, which is about 80 grams. And we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And if you see your tomatoes are too acidic, yes, add in a dash of white sugar. But I tell you, the sweetness from the paprika gives these tomatoes the perfect balance of goodness. And then we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together and simmer it for a few minutes. While tomatoes are simmering, let's start prepping our fish. I'm going to add in 4 cod fillets over some paper towels and pat them completely dry. The size of the fillets that I'm using are 4 ounces, which is 115 grams each. As always, I'm using cod I bought frozen and thawed out, but you can also use the fresh stuff, as well as any other type of firm whitefish, such as tilapia, halibut, or even hake, which is known as merluza in Spain. Then we'll add in 1 teaspoon of dried cilantro into a shallow bowl, which is 2 grams. This is also known as coriander. Along with half a teaspoon of ground turmeric, which is 1.5 grams. Half a teaspoon of dried dill, which is 1/2 gram. And 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, which is 1/2 gram as well. And we'll mix the spices together. Then we'll rub the spice mix on the fish fillets, and you want to make sure to evenly coat them all around. And then season the fish with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. You want to make sure to do this on both sides. Okay, let's move back to the fry pan. After simmering the tomatoes for 10 minutes, you can see that the juices have slightly reduced. We'll add in the pieces of fish. And you want to make sure they're on a single layer and evenly spaced out. And we'll gently flip each one, that way they're fully coated in all that goodness. And then we'll place a lid on the pan and simmer this between 6 to 8 minutes, or until the fish is just cooked through and it's nice and flaky. After 6 to 8 minutes and the pieces of fish are perfectly cooked, this is ready to go. I'm going to remove the lid and then the pan from the heat. For the final touches, we'll squeeze some fresh lemon juice over the pieces of fish and top it off with some chopped cilantro. You can also use parsley here if you like. Either way, check it out. Our Mediterranean whitefish shakshuka is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in about 30 minutes using just 1 pan. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. As always, folks, now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's see how this tastes. Here we go. For me, personally, that's absolutely delicious. For me, another one of those dishes where less is more and the simple things are the best things. Because we have such basic ingredients, we got so much flavor out of this. The fish is beautifully cooked, nice and flaky. And it's got a great flavor from that spice mix. And that sauce with the vegetables, paprika and cumin, taking this to the next level. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a crunchy baguette to mop up all that goodness. And a bottle of Spanish red wine, more specifically a Monastrell from the beautiful region of Alicante, you can have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Sam Cohen, Grace Swadeth, Alan M. Hirschman, and Gene. Young guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.